John F. Kennedy is credited with one of my very favorite quotes of all time, and it is, "A rising tide lifts all boats." In other words, when the tide goes up and the water level goes up, every type of a boat on the water, whether it's a cruise ship or a fishing boat, they all go up. That is an amazing example of teamwork. When we work together so that the organization, whether it's a country or an agency, when everyone succeeds, everyone benefits from that success. Now, in Symphony, we refer to this as revenue sharing. It's a very important compensation strategy that we have. Revenue sharing says as long as the agency is achieving its growth goal, everyone in the agency, unless they are a dedicated producer or someone that has their own specific commission revenue sales goals, everyone benefits by getting a piece of every dollar that comes into the agency, whether it's commercial lines, personal lines, life, health, fees, whatever you want to put in the pot. When the agency hits its goal, because everyone works together, when the agency grows, everyone benefits from it. A rising tide lifts all boats. Imagine going to your staff and saying, folks, when we work together, when we become a team and we benefit ourselves and we benefit our customers, because we're going to create a team that the rising tide agency revenue is going to go up. And team, when you do that, you're going to get a piece of the action. You're going to get a piece of every dollar that comes into the agency as long as we have achieved our goal for that month. That's a very exciting prospect, particularly if you happen to have a receptionist who's unlicensed and they get left out of everything like this, because these types of incentive pay typically only apply to licensed, customer-focused, customer-facing people. But revenue sharing, a rising tide lifts all boats. Revenue sharing says even a receptionist, it's not tied to commission, it's not something that we are giving them a reward because they have talked, they can't do that because they're not licensed, but they can share in the overall growth of the agency, and that's exactly what we want. An unlicensed receptionist, an accounting person, IT person, whatever, everyone can benefit from a rising tide lifts all boats. Imagine you're interviewing someone and they say, well, down the street I can make so much an hour or so much in salary. You say, well, we can do that as well. Let me tell you what else we do. We're going to put you on a compensation plan when everyone works together. Personal lines cooperates with commercial lines cooperates with life, health, and benefits. When we work together, you're going to get a piece of the action. There's nothing else in our industry, to the best of my knowledge, where someone is taking this very bold, very exciting approach to compensation. Now, how can you afford to do this? Well, it's very simple. The reason a rising tide lifts all boats, the reason revenue sharing works is it does not kick in until the growth goal is met. Let's say that you want to only put the growth dollars on the table. That's fine, no problem. The goal then would be just the growth dollars. Let's say you want to put the total premium rather than commission revenue. No problem, you can do that. Whatever the bar is, whether it's commission, premium, whether it's just growth, new business, this can be customized any way that you want to, but the quote and the principle is still the same. When that goal is hit, everyone benefits from it, and that's going to help you create corporate accountability. KPIs, that represents individual accountability. A rising tide lifts all boats. Revenue sharing, that's corporate accountability. So when you take personal accountability and corporate accountability and you put the two together and you create a team that is focused on growth for everyone's benefit, you've got a winning combination for success.